If someone lied to you over and over and over and over and over and over again, would you ever believe them? Well, maybe if they were finally confirming your suspicions. Hi, I'm V, and today we're going through the top 5 times the government confirmed aliens exist. Number 5. John Callahan. John Callahan, the former division chief of the Accidents and Investigations Branch of the Federal Aviation Administration, made claims that he had received information about a UFO sighting from Japanese pilots. According to Callahan, the government was involved in a cover-up, concealing crucial evidence related to this otherworldly encounter. Callahan's claims surrounded an incident that occurred in the late 1980s, which involved Japanese airline pilots reporting a close encounter with an unidentified flying object. The details of the sighting raised questions regarding the possible existence of extraterrestrial life and the government's role in suppressing such information. Callahan said that the FAA had indisputable evidence, including radar data and audio recordings of communication between the pilots and air traffic controllers. Callahan's claims were built on the foundation that the government intentionally withheld this information from the public, which further sparked concerns about transparency and accountability from the government. His claims fueled already bountiful suspicions among UFO enthusiasts and conspiracy theorists who believe that governments worldwide are actively concealing evidence of extraterrestrial encounters. Callahan's credibility lent weight and plausibility to his claims. As a former high-ranking official within the FAA, he held a position that frequently granted him access to extremely sensitive information and insider knowledge. His decision to come forward and expose the cover-up added a sense of authenticity to the narrative. Skepticism and scrutiny quickly followed Callahan's publicized revelations. People questioned the reliability of the evidence and questioned the motivations behind his disclosure. Some argued that the claims were sensationalist and lacked the necessary evidence to substantiate them. The absence of concrete proof beyond Callahan's testimony left room for doubt. The case brought attention to the greater issues of UFO disclosure and transparency within government agencies. It fueled public demand for greater openness regarding unidentified aerial phenomena, prompting calls for the declassification of documents. John Callahan's claims opened a safe of speculation, inviting closer examination of the relationship between officials and the mysteries of the skies. Number 4. Edgar Mitchell. Edgar Mitchell, a distinguished astronaut who was part of the Apollo 14 mission, left a mark not only on the lunar surface, but also in ufology and conspiracies of government secrecy. In 2008, Mitchell openly shared his suspicions regarding the existence of extraterrestrial life and made allegations of a government cover-up. Mitchell's cosmic revelation was rooted in his very unique perspective, as he was one of the few individuals, who had ventured beyond our planet's confines. Having spent a total of 9 hours on the moon's surface, Mitchell's experiences ignited a level of curiosity that had never been seen before. His claim that extraterrestrial life exists was grounded in the belief that the vastness of the universe makes it statistically improbable for Earth to be the sole harbor of life, which, I agree with. It's so insane to me that some people think we're the only sentient life in our literally giant universe. It was Mitchell's claim of a government cover-up that catapulted his allegations into a realm of controversy and subjected him to severe skepticism. According to Mitchell, high-ranking officials were aware of the presence of extraterrestrial beings, but actively chose to conceal this information from the public. Their secrecy, he argued, was motivated by concerns over societal upheaval and the potential impact on established power structures. Mitchell's claims are situated within the broader context of UFO conspiracy and a long-standing distrust of government transparency. While his status as an astronaut lends a sense of credibility to his statements, people often remind others that Mitchell's assertions lack concrete evidence. The absence of verifiable proof has led many to dismiss his claims as influenced by personal beliefs rather than factual occurrences. Despite the skepticism surrounding Mitchell's allegations, they have sparked discussions about the possibility of extraterrestrial life and the extent of government knowledge on the matter. Edgar Mitchell's claims of the existence of extraterrestrial life and a government cover-up add an interesting layer of discovery to the ever-changing discourse on alien life. Mitchell's perspective as an actual moonwalker and his willingness to challenge official narratives has brought a lot of attention to his theory. Number 3. Founding UAP Task Forces. In July of 2022, a government-aligned UAP organization was created, the ARO, or the All-Domain Anomaly Resolution Office, directed by Dr. Sean Kirkpatrick, is the government lead for all UAP-related anomalies. The purpose of ARO is summarized in their mission and vision statements, which say their goals are to minimize technical and intelligence surprise by synchronizing scientific, intelligence, intelligence and operational detection, identification, attribution, and mitigation of unidentified anomalous phenomena in the vicinity of national security areas. Unidentified anomalous phenomena are effectively and efficiently detected, tracked, and analyzed and managed by way of normalized DoD, intelligence community, and civil business practices, by adherence to the highest scientific and intelligence tradecraft standards, and with the greatest transparency and shared awareness. AARO reviews reports of UAPs and has received hundreds of reports. Dr. Kirkpatrick estimates that they receive 50 to 100 reports each month. They investigate each and every video and report using their scientific resources. The AARO reports to Deputy Defense Secretary Kathleen Hicks. It's the first government office to be tasked with synchronizing efforts across the DoD and the interagency to collect, report, and analyze UAPs. They are taking a collaborative, objective, data-driven approach to their mission. The AARO has a website that anyone can visit to check out all of this information for themselves. There are countless videos of UAP sightings posted to the government-backed website. They are also working on a government personnel sighting report program from current and former government employees who have any knowledge of UAP. AARO replaced the Unidentified Aerial Phenomena Task Force, UAPT, which ran from 2019 to 2021. I personally think that the AARO is pretty cool. Oftentimes, alien conspiracists are shamed for not believing in science, but having an accomplished physicist show so much passion and determination for getting answers reminds all of us what science is really about. It's about understanding the worlds around us, asking questions, making theories, and of course, staying curious. Number 2. David Grusch. David Grusch is a decorated Afghanistan soldier and former Air Force intelligence officer who worked at the NGA, the National Geospatial Intelligence Agency, and at the NRO, the National Reconnaissance Office. He is an accomplished man who is extremely knowledgeable of all of the events and conversations that are taking place in government settings, especially surrounding UAP and Inhumans. David claimed that he was informed of a multi-decade Pentagon program that sought to locate, collect, and reconstruct UAP. He interviewed over 40 co-workers in 4 years and came to the conclusion that the government is currently in possession of UAP. He said that he actually knew the exact location of some of the technology, as the information was provided directly to him. David claims that the program is funded above congressional oversight, being bankrolled by a misappropriation of funds. He also claimed to be aware of colleagues who had recovered from non-human biologics derived from UAP crashes. He claims that his testimony was based on information given to him by trusted individuals who all had a long-standing record of legitimacy. He said that the sources shared proof in photographs, documentation, and official oral testimonies. When asked if he had known of anyone who lost their lives due to inhuman materials, Grusch responded, "I directed people with that knowledge to the appropriate authorities." Okay, a little sketchy, and the whole thing sounds a little off to me. Members of the government have come forward, painting David as a madman who doesn't know the difference between real and fake, but David was accompanied by 2 officers who both corroborated his story. Is it possible that David was telling the truth? Is there an organization that is currently conducting alien testing right under our noses? All I will say is that David's claims sound eerily familiar. The fact that David came forward with this testimony and was immediately labeled as an insane, pathological liar shows how concerned the government is with becoming an object of suspicion. Painting people as crazy is a pretty common deflection tactic. I mean, how many times have you heard gaslighting being thrown around this year? Number 1. Colonel Philip J. Corso. Alright, so this is the extraterrestrial tea on Colonel Philip J. Corso and his wild claims from the book The Day After Roswell, which was co-written with William J. Burns and dropped in 1997. Get ready for a trip to the Roswell UFO incident in 1947, you know, the one where a UFO allegedly belly flopped near Roswell, New Mexico. So, Colonel Corso was not your average colonel. He said he was part of the Foreign Technology Desk at the Pentagon. His job? To dive into the mysteries of foreign tech, but he claimed he wasn't just handling your run-of-the-mill gadgets. He was knee-deep in overseeing the distribution of alien technology and rubble from none other than the very, very well-known alien debris site, the Roswell crash. According to Corso, the waste and debris from the Roswell crash is akin to a sci-fi garage sale. Fiber optics, night vision gear, and integrated circuit chips. Corso said that the military came down on the public spread of information and started a covert program to reverse engineer the found out-of-this-world contraptions. Suddenly, lasers lasers, microchips, and Kevlar became a weapons science experiment. It's like the current Roswell gift shop, but with an added twist of Cold War strategic advantage. Corso wasn't shy about talking about his experience working with these found objects. Okay, he shouted from the rooftops that alien tech infusion into our everyday gadgets was a game changer. Lasers, thank you Roswell. Microchips, yep, Roswell too. Kevlar, you guessed it, straight from the advanced alien tech that landed in our feeble desert. He even claimed that these advancements gave the USA their upper hand during the Cold War, because if humans do anything well, it's turning things into weapons. It's like we just can't help it or something. According to Corso, the government wasn't ready to disclose the intergalactic discovery to the public. There was apparently a full-blown government cover-up, and he insisted it was all orchestrated to keep the public in the dark about the true origins of these mind-blowing advancements. The military, according to Corso, was like the secret funder and provider of gifts, like Santa of the alien world, quietly slipping extraterrestrial tech-filled packages to defense contractors and researchers without a whisper of the extraterrestrial origin. The Roswell incident and its aftermath are a wild ride through the unknown. Buckle up, space enthusiasts, because Colonel Corso took us on a trip from a crashed UFO to lasers and microchips with a side of government secrecy. Who needs Netflix when you've got Roswell, right? That brings us to the end of today's video. Do you believe these former government employees, are they really telling the truth? Let me know. If I like your comment, I might include it in another video. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I hope you enjoyed my rambling, and of course, I hope you learned something. Keep it curious. Bye!